Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do something very interesting. It's not only a comparison between the 13 Pro Max and the OnePlus 9, but it is a comparison between iOS, Android with respect to gaming and 120 Hz gaming. So this is going to be purely interesting. Do subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Down below is the red button. Click on the bell icon and turn on all notifications so that you can get all the channel updates, and do like and share the video as well. First things first is the design, and here we see that the iPhone's design is pretty similar to the 12 series and before that as well, but especially this year they have made the phone extremely heavy, which might be a good thing or a bad thing, but it is really good in the hand and it feels very comfortable. Also, the decreased notch has got some benefits to it, so that's another thing which is there. Coming to the OnePlus 9, we all know the design. The good part about both these phones are that they have got alert sliders, which I really like, and the OnePlus is much more lighter compared to the iPhone. Also, that it is a corner hole punch display, so unrestricted view for gaming. But at the same time, the screen on the OnePlus 9 is 1080p 120 Hz AMOLED. The iPhone on the other hand is little higher than 1080p, so in between 1080p and 1440p 120 Hz AMOLED. So really good screens here, but the iPhone takes the cake with respect to the screen at least. And while I was talking about the screens, if you've seen in the background, I have cleared all the apps on both the phones, and let's do a 1 or 2 app speed test here. So to start with, I'm going to open the clock, and both of them were at par, so they're pretty fast. And the OnePlus 9 is a Snapdragon 800 series processor, so you can see the difference, while the iPhone 13 Pro Max is a A15 Bionic, which is the fastest chipset out there. So with that, the next app is the calendar, and here you can see that the iPhone comes out faster. Let's do one more so that we can be sure, and then we'll move on to opening up BGMI. So let me open up the weather app because it involves a little bit of data as well. So here the iPhone opened up first, but so it's faster, but with respect to the data loading, it took time, maybe because of the Wi-Fi or something like that, but the iPhone did open up faster in all the cases. Now BGMI. So with that, the BGMI game is on, and as you can see, the iPhone already loaded it up while the OnePlus is still loading. So here you can see the actual power of the A15 Bionic, which is making the game start up really well. So with that, now let's get into the game. Okay, now with both the games started up, let me do one thing. I will connect both the phones and we start the game. Before we start the game, I will also show you the graphics settings so that we are clear that both the phones are on the 90 FPS mark, because that is what the game supports, with smooth as the graphics setting. So now, since both the phones are in the room, let me go on to settings. So this is the iPhone, and as you can see, we are at smooth and 90 FPS. So that's done there. Now on the OnePlus, going into settings, graphics, and this is not on smooth, so let me turn on smooth and put it on 90 FPS. So the problem here is that the OnePlus does not really come out to be 90 FPS, and I have made a video of how you can get there, but in many cases the frame rate still drops to 60. So though it says 90 FPS, sometimes it drops to 60 FPS as well. So with that, now we start the game, and I will skip this part so that we can get into the actual gaming and the comparison. And now we get into the actual game. So here the main evaluation would be whether the phones are smooth enough for the gameplay, which one's faster, what are the graphics like, and which one do you like in general on the video. So is it the iPhone 13 Pro Max or is it the OnePlus 9? So this is where we need to see which phone does what. With respect to power, it is hands down the iPhone is definitely more powerful. The OnePlus 9 is a year older. The OnePlus 10 series is already out and it should be soon available in all the countries globally. But with that into perspective, does the iPhone 13 Pro Max really live up to its expectation, or is an Android phone more than enough to game? So with that, I'm going to skip this part so that we can head to the actual drop down. Now with the OnePlus already on the ground, let's also get the iPhone on the ground, and then we can go ahead and find a similar gun which can help us with the comparison. So while I'm playing on both the phones, I can feel that the iPhone is heating up slightly on the upper half. So near the notch, behind the notch, the iPhone is heating up a little bit, but I think that's pretty normal. Nothing to worry there. The OnePlus is still cool and nice to touch. So that's also something which I thought is important and you guys should know. Apart from that, I find the experience overall better on the iPhone because of the loudspeakers it has. So sound is really good, while the OnePlus is also good, but the iPhone is just a notch better. And with respect to the smoothness in the game, the iPhone really feels more graphic heavy, so everything is much clearer, the colors look better, and the game is overall very smooth. So I'm sure that in the last circles, if you're playing a TDM match, the iPhone should not disappoint you at all, though you require a computer to check the FPS in the phone, but I do not think that this is 90 FPS as well. So I think this is also at 60, but you can leave a comment down in the comment section if you think that this is at 90, or if you have already tested it at 90 FPS. I would love to know. So now there is a little bit of gun hunting in the next few minutes, so I'm going to fast forward that and keep it in the video. If you guys want to see it, you can see it, but I'm going to skip now to the part where I found two of the same guns so that we can do our comparison. Okay, so I have found the same guns, two of them, and it is basically the Uzi. So I'm going to test it on that one now, and both the players have got, or both the phones rather, have got the same gun. So let's do a shooting test first, and then we'll do a scope opening test as well. So as you can see, when I click on the shoot button or fire button, it is pretty okay. They both reload also at the same time, so there is no difference there. While the scope opening, I think, is faster on the iPhone, and that's because maybe it's got an accessory to it. So let me remove that and let's try again. Yeah, so I think so the iPhone is definitely faster there. If I click on it at the same time, you can see that the iPhone is definitely quicker. Must be a millisecond difference, but it is still there. So the iPhone is definitely faster here with respect to getting into the aim mode. So that is something which we have to take into consideration. All these little things will matter when you actually go into competitive gaming or into a TDM match, and where you have to aim at someone and the phone just is a millisecond later and the game is over. So pretty interesting there. And I have turned on the stats also on the OnePlus, and you can see that it is not more than 60 FPS. So all of that matters. As you can see, once I move around also, the iPhone is much swifter in movement. It is definitely a better device to play BGMI on. So I think there you have it. Though the OnePlus 9 is slightly older compared to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but hands down it takes the win here. Now there is one last point which we need to see, which is with respect to the battery. So the OnePlus was at 47% when we started, the iPhone on 30%. With those numbers, the OnePlus drained 4% of battery while the iPhone drained 1% of battery. And this might be because of the OnePlus downloading some more information with respect to the game. But overall, iOS versus Android, 120 Hz refresh rate, 90 FPS gaming, BGMI, iPhone wins hands down over here, according to me. But let me know down in the comment section if you have any more thoughts on this. And as usual, thanks for watching.